Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to a brand new week. Happy Monday to you. Just thought I'd introduce you to the new member of the family. Well, she's not new, but new to you. This is Kitty. That's her name, Kitty. She doesn't want to be held right now. Oh, yes, she does. Yes, she does. So, this is Kitty. She is a little bit of pain right now, but she does like her belly rubs. So, she's nice. See? Nice. Yay, animals. Animals make this whole quarantining ourselves thing a lot more tolerable. So, this is Kitty. I let her get back to her busy day of sleeping and terrorizing the dogs. Anyway, welcome. Good morning. This is a video. This is not going to be separate from the Shakespeare video in that I might reuse those in the future, provided we have a future. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're doing great. We're doing great. Week 2 of quarantine. But yeah, I might use them again in the future. And so these personal messages to you guys might not make as much sense. Oops, T-zone. Womp womp. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. It's hard. It's hard. And I'm proud of you guys for doing what you've been doing, for keeping up your writer's notebooks. Almost 100% participation in the vocab quiz on Friday. So you guys did very well on those. It is what it is. I am not unaware that it may have been easier than what you're accustomed to, but it is what it is. So you got to be assessed on those, and so those grades will be going in to the grade book at some point, probably today. They have us putting in grades not for grading, just FYI. That's until they figure out how long this is going to be. Obviously, it's not going to be not for grading forever. It is just, but it will say that for now. But it will be going into Synergy later today with that tag on it. Stuff that you turned in before the break, like your research paper, writer's notebooks, things like that, are going into the grade book without that little tag of not for grading. Okay, so you turn in your research paper, you did a great job on your research paper, you're going to get a great grade on your research paper. Okay, and so that will be going in this week. That's what I'm doing during my, still putting in about 8 hours a day, just grading stuff. So if I haven't graded yours yet, it will be graded soon. All right. It's a kind of a gloomy, rainy day outside today, so it took me a little longer to get out of bed and get things taken care of. But here we are. I did want to read some of your writer's notebooks that you wrote, specifically about the Montague Capulet War. So some of you wanted me to read it, some of you didn't per se, but I'm still reading it. Ha ha! Anyway, the first one is from Aidan Karpinski in 7th period. He tells us about his version of the feud. It says the Montagues and Capulets have not always been fighting. It all started when 2 girls wanted the same boy. The boy was a prince from Europe who had wealth, looks, and charms. One of the girls was a beautiful Montague with blonde hair, and the other was a beautiful brunette Capulet. The man liked both of these girls but could not choose, so he went to both of the families and asked to marry both the women. He told the families he could not choose and said he would like to marry both girls. Both the families agreed to this and sent their daughters away. Even though they said they were okay with this, the Capulet family was furious, so before they left, they tried to poison the Montague daughter, but instead accidentally poisoned their own daughter. The Montagues found out about this and were mad that they tried to kill their daughter, but the Capulets blamed the Montagues for their daughter's death. To get revenge on the Montague family, the Capulets stole the Montague family cat named Kitty and gave it away to a man named Mr. Holman. Ever since, the Montagues and the Capulets have hated each other. All right, good job, Aiden. This one's from Ian. Let's see. He says his goes way back. The year was 40,000 BCE. The 2 tribes, Montagugus and Capuletites, battled for food at the very beginning of human existence. The leaders, Mugu Montagugu and Capuli Caputiti, had epic battles where both would leave each other vulnerable to attacks by the creatures of that time, too lazy to research it. One such battle would lead to an eternity of war, which we will see ended by the 2 lovers, one of each family. But you already know that. To the battle. Now the Oogla Boogla Boo was a very treasured item at this time. Whoever possesses this epic item will rule over the world. No human had ever controlled its power. It had to be shared by 2 men whose friendship was beyond destruction. Now, before this event, the Montegugu and Capuletites were great allies and were almost one, as their leaders were what seemed like the bestest friends in the world. They hunted, fished, and screamed at rocks together. It was what everyone wanted in their friendship. Once they had overheard some information about the Oogla Boogla Boog, yeah, that's pronunciation, they knew they had to get it to show the world that friendship was indeed the bestest. But when they got it, the power consumed them, made their friendship into hatred, and thus began the wars between two once great friends. And it lasted until two wacky kids got married and committed suicide because they kissed at a party. Absolutely mental. That was pure genius. Good job. Ian Pope from second period. Let's see, who's next? We have Cami Stoffer from first. This one is a prank war. Yeah. Yesterday, my friend Carmelo from the Capulet house decided to prank me, so naturally I decided to get him back. He stole my white lily bush, so I'm going to steal his sword while he sleeps and hide it. We'll see how he feels about something so precious to him being missing. It's been a week, and we are still pranking each other, but at this point I don't understand why we are friends. He has crossed the line. He stole my sister's dog. This isn't just about us anymore. I must take vengeance for my sister and retrieve her dog, or my life will pay for it. I have a masterful plan. I'll steal his family's goat and put it on their roof, as you do. That should teach him from stealing my family's stuff. That bastard, how could I ever have called him a brother? This means war. He recruited allies to help him with the latest prank. He is going to involve others, so will I. I'll bring the whole family with me if it is to put that mutt into place. Over the course of a year, the armless pranks became a full-out prank war, which turned into a true hatred for each family. Little did the Montague know, Carmelo believed that he started it. Long live unseen sides. Right. Good stuff. Let's see. This one, they're playing their music too loud. That was pretty funny from Olivia. All right. Mary Grace Tibbs. She says it all started when Lady Capulet and Montague were young kids, about the age of Romeo and Juliet. Two lovers had met and fallen in love within hours, but told no one. They were completely inseparable and they did everything together. They even played by the mountainside, which was forbidden. One day they were playing and it had just rained, so the rocks were wet. As they goofed around, one of the lovers slipped. He slipped on some moss that had begun to grow in the dew left by the rain. He fell headfirst into a cavern and died on impact. Oh. When the girl went and told the parents, the boy's dad, a Montague, accused the girl, a Capulet, saying that she pushed him off. Since no one knew they were in love, everyone thought that they had been fighting, and then the girl got so mad she pushed him off. Since then, the two families have never been the same and have been fighting ever since. All right. Good job, guys. All right, these were fun. Anyway, let's go back to me. Here I am. Okay. So I know that this is difficult. You guys are doing great though. So keep it up. I hope you are enjoying the videos. I take forever to make them, so I hope you're actually watching them. Anyway, this one is just a little bit of fluff, just to let you know I miss you guys a lot. I was looking at your pictures on Synergy, and I'm like, oh, I miss them, and I'm not sure when we're gonna be back in school. Hopefully after spring break. So let's count on that. Let's count on that and take it one day at a time. All right. Love you guys. See ya.